day and welcome to yet another exciting episode of the program ObiDatti Family on ObiDatti Family Television. My name is P-Catch, and with me in the studio are other ObiDatti TV crew members. With me is Miss Loretta.
Hello, good to have you.
Yes, and also we have Miss Pearl.
Hi everyone.
Okay, as you already know, ObiDatti Family TV is here to give you updates on the recent happenings surrounding our principal, Mr. Peter Obi, and also that of Yusuf Datti. We're going to start with the first story for today. Like we already know, Mr. Peter Obi is right now in the US, and he's been having a series of consultations and meetings with Nigerians in the diaspora. We'll just tell you about his meeting yesterday at the Harvard University. So the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, on Wednesday in the United States continued his international consultations with the diasporans. At a deliberation with Harvard scholars and critical thinkers, the former governor of Anambra State reeled out the policy thrusts that will drive his government if elected president of Nigeria in 2023. There at the famous university's fireside, Obi painted a detailed picture of what his administration will do and how affairs will be dealt with in all critical areas. All right, Mr. Peter B went further to give about 19 key points, okay, that he's going to put in place once he is elected the president of Nigeria. All right, you can probably go to his Facebook platform and you would see those key points because he listed all of them. This is wonderful, guys. This is wonderful. Peter Obi have always said that he has been to most of these international institutions. To have him present in Harvard School, Harvard University, and giving these speeches is just amazing. It only goes to back up his qualification from these universities. I don't know if you guys saw the posts.
Yeah.
You saw the post.
Yeah.
And also another amazing thing that happened yesterday was the interview that Kenneth Okonkwo had with Channels TV, where he talked about the 7 points agenda of the Peter Obi administration. And he spoke extensively about the other parties, comparing the APC, the PDP, and now the Labour Party. Kenneth Okonkwo, the actor, happens to be someone that was in the PDP before, and then he joined the APC, and now he is in the Labour Party. So he has tested the waters, and he was speaking from experience. We're going to take a very short clips from that interview, and we'll come back to discuss it. Take a look at this.
You abandoned the APC. What was it that was so bad that you had to jump ship?
Everything about APC is bad.
Really?
Yes. Because there is no sound coming out of APC. What you hear is noise. And when people make noise, they exchange ignorance through argument. I was in APC, and reading their manifesto, reading their constitution, which their leaders are not aware of. They don't know the contents of their manifesto. Because by their manifesto, they talked about restructuring. By their manifesto, they talked about true federalism. And then the promises they made Nigeria. 1 naira should be equal to $1. Today, a dollar is 735 naira. You know what it means?
Market.
Good. Of course, the parallel market is the street market. You know what that means? It means that APC has failed 735% of the time from what they promised. So their deviation is unpardonable. Let me tell you about Peter Obi's 7-point agenda. 1, securing and uniting Nigeria. 2, effective legal and institutional reforms. 3, production-centered growth for food security. 4, leapfrogging Nigeria out of oil dependency to the 4th industrial revolution. 5, human capital development for effective competitiveness. 6, expanding physical infrastructure through market-driven reforms. 7, robust foreign policy that will restore Nigerians' strategic relevance in international community. In all these things, they are the things he did and he had done as the governor of Anambra State.
All right, that was Kenneth Okonkwo on Channels TV, and you can see that he spoke a lot about the recent happenings in the Labour Party, defending the Labour Party's candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, against the other candidates of the PDP and APC put together. According to Kenneth Okonkwo, he said that Peter Obi is the only one that is running.
That's the only option.
That he's the only option.
There's no
and there's no other option.
Yeah.
I don't know, did you watch the interview? What did you pick out from the interview?
Yeah, he said that Peter Obi is the only option, there is no other option. He was asked a question if Peter Obi will win. He said, no, I'm going to tell you how he has already won. And he gave some reason. He said, looking at the 1st October rally, that the rally was just almost in all the states in the federation. He said those people that are marching, that are votes. So if they are not being compelled to come out and do the rally, nobody's going to compel them to come and vote for Peter Obi. And also he said that the Trade Union Congress are strongly behind Peter Obi, and the Labour Congress are strongly behind him. He said there is no country without Labour, and other administration neglected that union. So since they've seen what Peter Obi have and what he's going to offer, that they are strongly behind him. And he also said that when he was trying to mention the 7-point agenda of Mr. Peter Obi, he made mention of security, and he gave instance of what he was able to achieve when he was governor of Anambra State. Like I said, I'm a proud Anambrian. When he was governor of Anambra State, there was nothing like insecurity. Like he mentioned Evans, the popular notorious kidnapper that we know in Anambra State. He ran out of the state because Anambra State wasn't conducive for him then. So for him to do that in state level, he will do that, he will replicate more of that in federal level. And according to Peter Obi, he said till date, he's still studying of how to eradicate insecurity from our nation, Nigeria, using the three policing strategy. That's the federal level, the state level, and in the local level. So all these things, I just tried to pinpoint the one of insecurity. And also he talked about liberating our oil from being a personal business to a government business, because these are present administration, they've personalized oil. Oil is supposed to be the one of the source of one of the source that is giving money to Nigerians, but because they've personalized the whole thing, we that is even the producers of the oil, we are even finding it difficult to see the one that we are using. So I think for him to do all these things when he was governor of Anambra, he's going to do more when he becomes the president of Nigeria. Yes,
he also talked about liberating Anambra State from education mess. Okay, because before the government of Peter Obi in Anambra State, before he became the governor, there was Chinwoke Mbadnuju. Yeah, Chinwoke Mbadnuju was the governor of Anambra State, and for a period of about 2 years, which I experienced, I was in secondary school then, children were out of school, primary school and secondary school, not university level now. The secondary school and the primary school, they were out of school for almost a year or 2 years, you know. So that was what Peter Obi met when he got into government. And in the WAEC results, the Anambra State was coming last, according to Kenneth Okonkwo in the interview yesterday. But when Peter Obi came in, after 2 or 3 years, Anambra State became the top, from the last to the top. And that was a very radical change over a very short period of time. So we can just tell that there's going to be a lot of development if Peter Obi becomes the president of this country. There's going to be a lot of growth in different sectors. He also talked about, just like you said, in the security sector, Kenneth Okonkwo also pointed out that there was no bank robbery in Anambra State when Peter Obi was governor. And I think that is also very commendable. And you can just see the knowledge, the wealth of experience that this man is bringing to the table. And we cannot afford to miss an opportunity like this, exactly. An opportunity that has presented himself in the form of a man called Peter Obi. Yeah. Do you have anything to say from that interview?
Yes, I watched the interview, and the 7-point agenda, they are, I read all of it, I listened, and they are critical issues and strategic issues that other administrations, previous administrations, and even the current administration they have overlooked. And those were the issues that he's now saying, this is what I'm going to tackle, this is what I'm going to tackle. Yes. It's first thing is for you to say, okay, to acknowledge and know that this is the problems that we have, and then you know how to provide solution to them. I'm not from Anambra State, but with what I have heard and with what I am seeing him do, is, for me, I would say, is my choice. And I can boldly speak for majority of the Nigerian youth that Peter Obi is the choice of the youths of Nigerian people.
Wow. We talk about some people failing from their parties to Labour Party. Now we have another person that left his party to join Labour Party in the person of Oshoku Onochie, the Senior Special Assistant on Youth Development to Dr. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, the governor of Delta State, and also the vice presidential aspirant of the People Democratic Party. He has tendered his resignation letter to the governor in order to fully support the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the person of Mr. Peter Obi in the forthcoming general election. The resignation was contained in a letter signed by Mr. Onochie and forwarded to the governor through the secretary to the state governor. According to him, the motive behind the resignation, which takes immediate effect, is to join the teeming supporters of Peter Obi under the aegis of Obidient. Who know like better thing? You should see the mammoth crowd that came out during the Delta, when Delta people did their 1 million march. If you are the one, you have no option than to join the winning team. So, like we do say, this time around, we're not dealing with parties. We're not dealing with we're not dealing with parties. We're not dealing with anything. But what we want now is a person, someone that is competent, someone that will liberate Nigeria from the verge of collapsing. That is why this young man took this bold step. He took the decision, not minding his position as the media aide to the governor of Delta State. He decided to leave, drop all of that to give his full support into Peter Obi to see that he's the president of Nigeria. And another person is a lady still from Delta State, the person of Atare Awin. He's the media technical aide to Delta State governor. He was sacked, she was sacked rather, for supporting Peter Obi. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a crime for someone to support good. She was sacked for supporting Peter Obi. Okay, Awin's dismissal was announced on Tuesday in a letter from Attorney Honorio De Ofoni, who is the commissioner in charge of the Directorate of Project Monitoring and Audit Delta State. Awin has served as Ofoni's media technical aide. The letter read, I wish to inform you on your disengagement as Special Assistant Technical Aide to my office as Delta State Commissioner for Project Monitoring / Audit. This decision became necessary owing to your well-publicized opinions on the policies and programs of the Delta State government and PDP at large. I don't want to read further, but to cut the whole story short, she was resigned because she publicly declared that she's for Obi. So I don't know if you have anything to say, whether it's bad for someone to declare his or her intention. I think we all have rights in this nation, as it's part of our constitutional rights, right to freedom, right to associate. So I don't know why this lady have to be relieved of her job because she supported Peter Obi.
I think majority of these opponents, I've noticed that a lot of them are not smiling at all. If you look at them, you could literally feel this bitterness in their heart. And so I see no reason why you should even sack her. So I just feel they are bittered, they are not happy about what is about to emerge. they are not happy about the whole thing. So it's now very impossible for them to hide their anger and bitterness.
By transferring it to innocent people.
Okay, for the other guy that resigned, I feel that's one of the best things you could do for the unborn generation. That's one of the sacrifices. We've seen people come up and people are making lots of sacrifices to make sure we have a new and a better Nigeria.
Yeah.
So what he did is commendable to an extent. It's commendable.
Yeah. So I'm going to start with the guy that resigned, senior special assistant to the governor on youth development. Yeah, the SSA to the governor of Delta State on youth development just resigned his appointment to support the P2B movement, and he tendered his resignation letter. This is quite very interesting that somebody would leave his position. At least I think they still have about 7 to 8 months, to serve out their term in government. But this guy decided to stop whatever he's doing with the government of Delta State so that he can fully support the Obidient movement. Wow. And I think that's the right thing anybody should do. Any right-thinking Nigerian should be thinking in the direction of joining this movement. Just like what happened for the media aid, the lady.
Yeah.
She didn't resign. She still wanted to maintain her position and support the P2B movement. And that was why she was sacked. If she had resigned, they wouldn't have, had the opportunity to sack her. Because it's somehow anti-party to be in a party and you're working for another party. So, the leaders of the party would not take it lightly with anybody that does that. Just imagine this SSA to the governor of Delta State coming out to support P2B openly. He would maybe have been sacked as well. So he had to resign, and I must congratulate him because I think that he made the right decision.
Exactly.
I know that he made the right decision. Exactly. And I hope that he would not regret this decision that he has made.
He won't.
He would, right?
He will never.
God will not allow that.
No.
Yes. All right, so congratulations to both of them. Even the media aid that was fired, congratulations to her. Now she has the opportunity, to fully support P2B with her full chest now. Okay, so she doesn't have any fear of doing that. In fact, I've even seen people on social media asking her for her salary, what she was paid as a media aid, and somebody suggested that he's going to pay her for the next 12 months.
Wow.
Yes. Somebody suggested it, and it's part of the Obidient movement. So just
Obidient people are not smiling at all.
Just like they supported trauma.
Success, yeah.
Just like they're doing that. So that's what we've been seeing with the movement so far, coming together and helping one another. We don't let a comrade down. We don't leave our comrade falling behind, okay? So we take care of ourselves. That's what the Obidient movement is all about.
The Obidient movement has really been a great move and amazing one, and the Nollywood actors are not left out in this at all. Nollywood veterans Patience Ozokwo, Mr. Ibu and Alex Osifo have thrown their weight behind the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, in the 2023 general elections. The veterans, along a support group, 40 Million Ballot Movement, on Monday unveiled a donation campaign to support Obi and his running mate, Baba ObiDatti, ahead of the elections. So the Nollywood actors, they are not left out in this at all.
So we have seen the Nollywood veterans, Patience Ozokwo, Mr. Ibu, and Alex Osifo. They have come together and they are drumming up support for Mr. P2B and Yusuf Datti. And they're also trying to, create a fundraiser, like a donation where people can donate money for the campaigns. That the campaign have just started, and we're going to be seeing the campaign train moving around from state to state, okay? And the campaign train may just be coming to a city next to you very soon, so you have to be warming up to go out there and support the movement. So just in case you're wondering, you want to support the Peter Obi campaign and you're wondering how you're going to be able to do that, you can go to the Fund 40 MB. Just search about Fund 40 MB, get the account details, and probably you can also donate to the cause. All right?
During the week, Mr. Peter Obi went on his social media handle on Facebook to make a post, and he wrote, "Today in Dallas, Texas, United States, I met with the mayor of Dallas and his team. I had the privilege of being conferred with the honorary citizenship of Dallas. I also met with a select group of Texas judges." So lots of Nigerians saw this and they've been congratulating Mr. Peter Obi for the conferment. I would like to say that it is very impossible to confer honorary or permanent citizenship on somebody or with a questionable character. And so the man Peter Obi is not someone that is with a questionable character. He's a prudent man, and I am not surprised to see that.
Congratulations to Mr. Peter Obi on his conferment of the citizen of Dallas. You know, so if we can't celebrate him back home here, they're celebrating him in the US,
Exactly.
far away in the US, and they are making him a citizen of Texas, Dallas. As in, I think that is just awesome. Okay, I think that's just awesome by the mayor of Texas. It's just an awesome conferment and recognition that has been given to Mr. Peter Obi, and this shows that he's doing something right. This is the kind of person that we should elect as our next president. Someone that will go out there and represent us in a good way. Okay, someone that will make us proud, even in the international community. So congratulations once again to Mr. Peter Obi, and I believe there are so many more wins for you. And one of those wins is going to be the general elections in 2023. As we drum up support, as we are out here every Tuesday and Friday, you know, sitting down here and discussing and putting out programs about Mr. Peter Obi and ObiDatti. We hope that you are also doing your part from wherever you are in your own sphere of influence. Make sure that you are talking to somebody about this movement. Make sure that you're bringing somebody into the Obidient family, into the ObiDatti family, okay? And this is the only way that we'll win this election in 2023. All right, I think this is all we have for you on today's episode of the program. Until come your way again next week, Tuesday, as the program holds every Tuesday and Friday by 6 p.m. Keep spreading the word. Keep spreading the word about the ObiDatti movement, and don't give up, because in the end, victory is assured for us. Bye for now.